Ho ho ho. Ho 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 cake. What's popping, y'all? I love y'all. Shout out to everybody. You know, I start out the lives the same. You know, I always like to shout people out, give flowers to the people that deserve it. Feel me? Shout to my man Blaze. That's my guy. He's a good brother. Shows me wild love. Um, Shout to my man Joseph Whalen. You dig? You under dig? Shout to Jenny. Um, Shout to Dub Wubs. Shout to my guy Money, Big Bushwick in the building. Big Williamsburg, you heard? Big star shit. Shout to the whole star. You know I love this star. This star is my original birthplace, you heard? I came out of St. Mary's Hospital in Crown Heights, which is closed now. That shit is in like the wildest part of Crown Heights. Like that shit is the whole Crown Heights is lit. But I'm just saying over there by them blocks over there, Rochester and all them blocks over there is up. You heard? Is lit up over there. So anyway, Kazzy, that's my girl right there. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Spank Dog. I love him with all my heart. Excuse me. Shout out to everybody. I don't really put my family on YouTube or because I learned a long time ago people will use that against you. You heard? They will really anything if somebody has a gun and you give them bullets to shoot you with, they're gonna use them. So, but I definitely do love my family. Feel me? Shout out to all my aunts. You dig? Out there. Really, my uncle Frank, he passed away, may he rest in peace. And I got another uncle, he's a dickhead. He's out there in fucking Arizona or some old place. He got brainwashed by like a Chinese Christian church. He's somewhere out there. Anyway, and the other one is a piece of shit. I don't consider him my uncle. He's no good. He's done unspeakable things. And that's it. Those are the uncles because what is it? It's my mother, Carmen, Lou, Amy. There's 4 women and 3 men. One has passed away. Then the other 2 I don't fuck with. So, feel me? But I got a big family. You dig what I'm saying? I got a big family. I just don't really fuck with them like that. But I love my aunts. You dig what I'm saying? And my cousins, they're good people too. And I shout out to family. That's a fact. I try not to judge people too, though, because I'm far from a saint. I did a lot of wrong in my life. Which I would love to try to get right with God before I get up out of here. Trooper, what up, boy? Let me give my man Trooper a wrench so they don't blow his beak off. You heard? Remember how in Looney Tunes when they used to blow Daffy Duck's beak off? That's how they do you on YouTube. You heard? Blow a nigga's beak right off. So let me give my man a wrench so he don't got to worry about none of that goofy shit. Okay, hold on a second. Where Paige at? That's my homie. What up, Paige? Let me get Paige a wrench too. All I ask, please don't block nobody. Please, 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 please. Because then they start stressing me, talking about I gotta unblock them and all this shit. Please just don't block nobody. I know they blew Ishmael's beak off the other day. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? I don't really. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For the people that don't got a YouTube channel, if you want to unblock somebody, you got to go through a whole bunch of bullshit. Feel me? So do me the favor and don't block nobody when I give you this wrench. Other than that, you Gucci. You heard? Hold on a second. Home. Videos, home. Here we go. All right, I'm giving y'all wrenches. You heard? I'm great at multitasking. Hold on a second. I'm great at multitasking. You heard? Paige, you suited and booted. You dig? And my man Trooper, you are suited and booted. You heard? Where the fuck is True? I don't be seeing him on this. Let me see something. Let me I don't be seeing him on this one. There he goes. I had to, you know, you have to fix it to where you see everybody. Add as moderator, and you in the building. Y'all suited and booted. Let me get a round of applause for the latest moderator. Everybody gets a wrench. Yes, that have gotten added to the moderation family. Give me an M. Give me an O. Give me a D. What's that spell? Yo, what up? What up? Yo, what up, Honda Mommy? Good to see you. What's up, Monique? Where Miguel at? Yo, what up, Miguel? What's up? What's up? What's up? Beijing. Okay. Shout to Beijing. Shout to Stephen King. That's my boy. All right, you suited and booted, Beijing. Yeah, the Mod Squad. I give everybody a wrench because if not, they'll blow your beak off. Like I said, you can't. Yo, don't shout to my man Miguel, man. That's my boy. Go support his channel. And it's regular, man. I just want to come on real quick and touch the people real quick. Tell them I love you. You know how I do. I'm starting to get back into YouTube. I had gone through a lot in the past year, like real crazy shit. You know, I never talk about my life on here, my personal life, but thank God I'm good, man. You know, and one thing about life, you can't never give up. You got to keep on pushing. You know what I'm saying? You got to really, sometimes it gets rough, especially if you don't come from a lot of money or, people, listen, there's so much things that you can have wrong in this world. You got a lot of a high percentage of people being born with special needs. You got a lot of autism going around. There's all type of diseases that people get. There's all type of physical and mental disabilities going around. There's all poverty in the mix. You got schizophrenia. You got people with anger issues. It goes on and on. Depression. You got to be strong in this world. You heard? Yo, what up? What up, GT? Salute. Shout to everybody, man. Y'all can all drop y'all pages. You heard? James, what up, boy? Julito. It's my geyser. You dig? And it's in it's in everything. It's in the air we breathe. It's in the see, I could talk about this because I'm not monetized. When you monetize, you got to be careful what you talk about. And if you want to go get on here and talk about medical issues, pollution, vaccinations, things that really matter in this world, YouTube will make it so you can't. So fuck a YouTube. I don't care if I make a fucking penny off of YouTube. I'd rather be free to spread the gospel and tell the truth or what I believe to be truth. Because if you don't agree with me, that's fine. That's the beauty of freedom. You could get the fuck off the channel. You dig what I'm saying? You don't gotta agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, I'm not the type of person that would bully you to not be on my channel. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I said, that's what freedom is about. Shout to everybody. Yo, what up? We gotta go. Salute. And all I ask, listen, like I said, all I ask, if I give a wrench, don't shoot nobody. You heard? You don't got to worry about that here. If somebody's no good, I take care of it. I ain't a channel that permits disrespect or people being disrespectful to women, or you dig what I'm saying? And that's what separates me from a lot of channels. You got a channel for everything. You got a channel for, you want to be mixy, you could go to this or these channels. You want to talk about dance or music, you go to this channel. Like, that's the beauty of freedom, and that's what I'm for. 3L is in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Yo, Miguel loves every girl. That's what's up, Miguel. What up, Lansky? Salute. Good to see everybody. Like I said, that's the beauty of freedom, and that's the beauty of. That's why it's important for us, right, to stand up to a tyrant like Trump, who's trying to silence our voices in a lot of places. Like when you do things like start erasing the history of slavery, take certain exhibits that address slavery out of museums. When you start doing little shit like that, it's a trickle down effect. It's a snowball effect. So Miguel blocked you. It's all good, man. The block party is fun, Dubs. You know, you gotta get some chicken franks and chill out. You know what I'm saying? Do break dance or something. You feel me? Like Miguel, you've been blocking people again. Shout out to my guy Miguel, man. You gotta make a little bit of an exception for Miguel. You heard? Shout out to everybody. Like I said, I'd love to come to YouTube and talk with people. It's therapeutic for me, and I like to just be able to socialize and get information from people. I'm going to be bringing my computer to the new spot, so I'll be able to do panels again. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm back in the mix. I'm back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's love. Come here, have some fun. You know, you don't got to worry about people talking over you and yelling and all this goofy stuff. I don't do that over here. Feel me? Chicken Franks and Pepsi, baby. That's my new single. No doubt, Beijing. Shout out to my, like I said, shout out to my guy Steven. That's the homie from Brooklyn. You dig? Everybody know I'm from Brooklyn too. Shout out to the whole Brooklyn, Brownsville, East New York, Bushwick, Crown Heights, Coney Island, Flatbush, the Flossie, the Fort Greene, Red Hook, just the whole Brooklyn. You heard? Like we do it, Williamsburg. Like we do Brooklyn over here. You heard? I jacked the whole New York. Yeah, thank you, Kazi. You know, I had stopped for a while. You know, just had gotten to. I just wanted to get some let my mind be at ease, man, for everything that I was going through. You dig what I'm saying? You know, I was in a situation where, like, my stomach was in knots all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you've been through highly stressful situations, you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I could breathe now. I feel safe again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you live in a situation where you don't know if you know, going to sleep, you know, you wake up to a motherfucker trying to stab you, or you got to kill a motherfucker, or it's just no good. You know, drugs is being used around you, like, you know, especially shit like crack and crystal meth and all that shit. That shit stinks. It gets in your nose. Like, it's just bad business, you know. I was on the verge of catching a body. You know, I already had put hands on a nigga once, and I just didn't want to live like that. So I got the fuck up out of there. And thank you, Father. He saw me to a different, a better place. You know, and God is great. God is great. You know, I love to come here and interact with the people. It's therapeutic for me, and I know that the people enjoy this stuff. Feel me? We live in a very, very violent, hostile world. I don't even watch the news because every time you turn the news on, it's bombing. People are being bombed. There's people at war. You know, you got maniacs like Putin and Trump, and it's just a bad look. ICE is killing people, and it's just bad, man. We're not supposed to be living like that. God didn't give us this planet for that. You know, you dig what I'm saying? King of Mickey D's in the building. That's a fact. Shout to Mickey D's. Yo, Queen Hoochie Mama, what it do? You good? Are you gonna get your beak blown off, or are you gonna behave? I don't know. I get like vibes. I don't know. You might be getting your beak blown off. You heard? Blaze, what it do? Let me give my band a wrench. Yeah, Hoochie Mama. I think you're gonna get your beak blown off. Yeah. Somebody should have told you about me. I'm disrespectful. I'm tough as nails. Don't fuck around. You fuck around, you lay around over here, yeah? You gonna be cool? You need a wrench? Go to the fucking hardware store. Duh. Hello. Hello, Uchi Mama. Go to the hardware store. I know you got you out of here. Hold up. Ban user and delete comment. Yeah, that'll work. So anyway, Hoochie Mama, I'm gonna show you. Look. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? How are you? I don't know. Just hold up, Hoochie Mama. These are the options. I got star comment, ban user and delete comment, put user in timeout, delete comment. So let me see. A, B, C, D. How about ban user and delete comment? That's a good one. Anyway, back at the ranch. Listen, don't worry about it, Hoochie Mama. I'll send you to the block party. They got chicken franks. You get you a good chicken dog and eat it and fucking make love to it. Do what you do. You heard? Anyway, back at the ranch. See, but somebody should have told. See, look, I ain't been on YouTube in a long time, but I'm a veteran at this shit. I'm a veteran. Like I got fucking my hands are like quicksilver. You heard? Your ass be at the block party quick. Just for the record, I'm the one that named it the block party. It's Quinn Lopez, you heard? I'm the one that gave it that name, you heard? Nobody was never calling that before me. I'm the one that named it the block party, you heard? Why you ban your sister? You should be asking about why I banned you. Miss Coochie, duh. See, you fucked up. You had about a good 10 seconds. You should have used it to violate me. Like, you know how y'all do. I come from this. You feel me? This is regular to me. Go to the block party. You heard? Chicken dogs for everybody. You heard? Get some relish. Put some relish on your bun. Anyways, shout to the block party by Gino Quinn. Cass be knowing. She be knowing. Yeah, they come with the territory. You can't be mad at trolls on YouTube, B. If you see somebody losing their mind over trolls, they for what? That's what YouTube has. That's why it's like saying I'm mad that there's snitches in the street. That's what's out there. I'm mad that there's stick-up niggas out there that come for when you get money. That's what's out there. You agree to it. When you agree to do certain things, they come with it. You heard? Welcome to the block party, you heard? It's on Bedford and Beaver. On Beaver between Bedford and Nostrand. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all don't know. I used to be on here wilding. Like when I first came to YouTube, it was Mixie, you heard? On Decal, right? That's a fact. On Decal, been classing, you heard? Right by the Pratt Institute. Yo, I got this. You feel me? Like this what I do, man. I'm good under pressure. You heard? Dr. Alan Whaler. Oh man, you about to get it. So they moved to Fulton Street? Did they? Did Pratt move? They did, right? I remember hearing about that. D. Calvin Fulton, baby. Look, I'm gonna keep it a stack though. If you behave, you good. The trolls, right? For the trolls, if you behave, you good. I'm not gonna. Just don't say no this wild. Like you could bug out, you could laugh, but when you start talking about the R word and kids and stuff like that, it's a dub. I gotta get you out of here. You heard? But don't worry, where you going, they got chicken dogs. You heard? Chicken dogs with lots of relish and fucking root beer. You heard? I'm good, Dr. Allen. Are you related to Hoochie Mama by any? You got a mother named Hoochie Mama? What was her sister's name? Alina Waller. You good, Hoochie Mama Jr. Don't worry about it. Just be easy. Yeah, they got chicken dogs, yo, chicken glizzies, right? That shit's got mad relish. I should get merch, right? The block party merch. Hey, yo, shout to the whole dirty sector too, yo. I jacked the dirty sector. When I first came here, right, I'm gonna give y'all a little history about YouTube and the channels that we be on. It starts really. Yo, Twig Boy, what up? Twig Boy loves snitching. Twig Boy loves snitching. That's a good one though. You already know, Blaze. You know what it is, man. It's love. It's universal love. I got love for everybody. They got duck sauce on the glizzies, yours. Yo, Scott Swizzy, what up, boy? Gangster, the motherfucking glizzies got the soy sauce, yo. But listen, I'm gonna give y'all a quick rundown on oh yeah, it's my birthday. Get a happy birthday to Q. I escaped from the zoo. So anyway, what's up, Sonia? Good to see you. Shout to the ladies, man. Shout to the beautiful ladies out there, the queens of the universe. So, but check it out. When I came here, right, there was none of this. There was no StreamYard. There was no panels. None of that shit. Shout out to my man Zeke Black, Feed the Wolves, right? He interviewed a dude named Snow Billy, right? Yeah, you want to wrench? Go to the hardware store on Menahan and Knickerbocker, nigga. Wrench, nigga, you fucking crazy? Better go to the hardware store, nigga. So, but anyway, now I'm just playing, yo. So for people don't, send me no birthday presents. It's an ongoing joke that my birthday, every day is my birthday. People always telling me happy birthday. So I just be like, yo, good looking out. But anyway, it is my birthday. Fuck that. It's everybody's birthday. You dig? It's a universal birthday. But thank you, Sonia. So when I came here, there was a dude named Snow Billy that my man Zeke Black, shout to Zeke Black, was interviewing, right? Zeke, Snow Billy was fucking around with Tekashi 6ix9ine. He was in that circle, right? He got his beat blown off. They tried to kill him. They shot him in the head and all this shit. And, he was banging 9 Trey Blood and all that. He became a rat. My man Zeke interviewed him, and that popped off this whole sector with my man Anteam Smoke. My man that passed away, man, what was his name, bro? Fuck, I hate when I get tongue-tied. But it was a few channels, you feel what I'm saying? They Bullets Gotti. I gotta tip my brim to Bullets Gotti because he's definitely you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Twig. I don't even think that's the real Twig, you heard? I don't think that's the real Twig. Like I said, let them rock. As long as I don't care about trolls. You just can't get crazy with with the children and the R word. You dig what I'm saying? Or get too big for your britches. Anyway, yo, Twig, go to the hardware store. You heard, and let me know when you get back. So, but anyway, that popped off what they call the dirty sector. You feel what I'm saying? And it shot to my man Frank from Morals Over Money. I used to fuck with his channel. He was doing a lot of outreach. My man Tommy D, they was going and feeding people and helping people that was addicted to drugs, the homeless and all that. So that's what I used to do when I first came on the scene. Feel me? Shout out to my boy DBN. That's the homie. You heard? Shout out to my son Mac Mean. You know what I'm saying? Like I know a lot of people on here. You feel me? Like you may see me in the chat here or there and think that but my name rings on YouTube. You dig? And I'm about to get back in the swing of things. You feel me? Now that I don't got to worry about the personal shit. You dig? Loser. I don't see your mother anywhere. No. Yo, listen, man. Yo, Twig. like that little kid calling me name shit, like it don't work. You feel me? Like you gotta, I'm real slick with it. I got a slick way of speaking. I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, and I'll embarrass you. So you might want to just fall back and eat your motherfucking uh $6 meal from McDonald's or whatever the fuck you dining on tonight, and just be easy, homie. Scott Squizzy, yo, what was my man's name, man? From Boston, man, that passed away, man. I hate when I get tongue tied. May he rest in peace too. That was my guy. Yeah, Twig, snack on your whatever your little EBT card bought for you tonight, and just be easy. Go do your homework. Go play with your abacus, nigga. What's his name, man? Anyway, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace to my man True too. Big Bushwick, you heard? Big Brownsville. Shout out to my blood niggas too. A lot of the slang that you hear comes from the Bloods in New York. That's a whole fact. Or it comes from the penitentiary. Like you see facts, and it's a fact that's from the penitentiary. That's from the New York penitentiaries. Look, they say it all over the world now. New York, we start a lot of trends. We start to do a lot of slang, shit like that. Well, listen, that's a big fact. Shout to Morals Over Money. You know what's crazy? You know Munchie B from No Jumper. He named his channel Morals Over Money. Like, I don't know if he knows the name of Frank's channel. If he did, that was a sucker move. But if he didn't, I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, they say great minds think alike. Twig, how dare you? Anyway, man. Twig, be easy, man. Come on, knock it off. Bushwick sucks. How dare you? So, but what? Damn, what's his name? What the fuck was my man's name? Fuck, yo, Swizz, help me out, man. Remember, he used to be from Boston. He passed away, man. Yeah, Quan is in the building. Like I said, yo, I fuck with the trolls. Like I don't be blocking them. The only time I block them is if they're gonna start talking the R word and children. That's the only time. I knew it wasn't you, Twig. I knew it. See, now I gotta send you to the block party. You heard? Now you gotta go to the block party, nigga. You try to copyright my man. Now hold on, let me read you your options. Delete comment, put user in timeout, ban user and delete, or start on what? Let's take a poll in the chat. What should I do? Oh, okay. Put user in timeout. That'll work. So anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? That was my man. I just get I get brain freezes and I get tongue tied. I hate that shit. That's from all the years of drug use and I got dents in my head and I'm all fucked up. Ernesto, that's my guy right there. What was my man's name that passed away? That used to have the channel that we used to go to. That he was from Massachusetts. And I hate that shit, man. Yeah, I sent it to the skybox. Rest in peace, True LES too. I get so brain frozen, bro. That's my man too. I'm always rest in peace in him and everything. But that shit, it could happen with my aunts or fucking T History. Rest in peace, T History. T History. He used to say T History. That was my man, you heard? Let me get my son suited and booted. Yeah, T History, man. That was my guy. He's one of the first ones that gave me an interview. Frank and T History were the first two people to give me an interview. Feel me? That's when I was going hard. You heard? Pepito! Tio Pepito. I used to have an uncle named Pepito. You heard? Call him Tio Pepito. Yo, all of y'all got wrenches. Don't block nobody. Yo, James P's my guy. Shout out to James P. You heard? Shout out to Tommy. All the homies. You heard? I'm gonna start doing panels again. I'm gonna bring my computer to the new spot. You dig? Thank God, man. God is great, and I was going through it. You know, I was ready to catch a body, man. I was on the verge of going to jail. You know, and I just don't want to, man. I'm tired. I'm lucky. I only did like 4 years, but you know, you get tired of going to jail, man. Feel me? I don't want to be here saying, yo, I did 10 years, 15 years, you know, like, nah, I'm Gucci. I've seen enough of the penitentiary. Mama Love is great. Thank you, Pepito. It's a very special birthday. I got to block a fake twig today. Who would have thought? Who'd have thunk it? But like I said, I'm going to be back on YouTube a lot more now. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing panels, you know, going, you know, just doing what I do, man. You feel me? One thing I learned about YouTube, right? Even if you're not monetized, people will send a donation here and there, shit like that. And it, you know, listen, any dollar I get is a good look. You feel me? That goes to the rent department. You know, and I'm not doing it for money anyway. I'm just saying that, you know, when you're active, money comes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but if you're stagnant, you ain't gonna get no money. Fuck just YouTube money, you know, just talking about money in general. Yeah, you already know, Pepito. I seen Julito on the panel. Yeah, Jaden, God bless him. He's good, man. Thank you for asking, Ernesto. Thank you, Ernesto. They good, man. I always thank God all day long for them. I'm lucky, man. You know, when I was in jail, right? When I was on Rikers Island, I used to get $100 a week sent to me from my brother, and other people be sending me money and shit. Like, I used to be living good in jail, because in jail back then on Rikers Island, you could only spend like $50 total a week. You dig what I'm saying? You could buy like $50 in food, and you could spend like $50 on cigarettes. That back when they were selling cigarettes. I was living like a king on Rikers Island. Up north too. I used to get fucking $100 twice a month. You can only spend $100 a month. You feel what I'm saying? So I would have $100 piling up. You know, so I've been blessed, man. Yeah, every dollar is a good look, man. Every dollar's a good look. That's a fact. Yeah, I seen Julito before. I seen him came up before and talk before. That's my guy. I'm trying to think of where I met Julito at. There was what channel I met you at, Julito? Because I didn't meet him on Eli's channel, or it might have been Eli. I think it was Eli. It was either Eli or Bullis Gotti, one of the two. Shout out to Eli too. I don't got no problem with Eli. You know what I'm saying? Eli's good with me. I don't know if Eli blocked me or Bruno or whoever. I don't care. I don't got a problem with Bruno either. You know what I'm saying? I don't what you call it? I don't take this personal. Feel me? You can't take YouTube personal. You gotta shout to my nigga Smitty Brim too. Shout to my guy Tavon. Shout to all my niggas, man. There's a lot of good people on here. A lot of good people that I met. Shout to my man Frank, Moles Over Money. He helped a lot of people. He fed a lot of people. He cut people's hair. He fucking gave people money. Feel me? There's another channel that does the same thing like Frank does. It's a girl. I'm gonna find out her channel and start promoting her too. She's a good person. It was CPP. All right. Who's still streaming on Twitch? I haven't been to Eli's channel in fucking months. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't feel the way. I'm gonna keep it a stack. The reason I really stopped fucking around on Eli's channel because it was just chaos. It's Bruno being drunk as shit, talking real loud in his high voice, like yeah. You know, I don't want to hear that stupid shit. You feel me? That's why the way I move on my channel is the way I move. Feel me? Like, I don't want to fucking be listening to Drunk Bruno, Harry, McQueen, and all this goofy shit all night long. Like, fuck, I want to do that for? My Cash App is $ Quinn Low. Hold on a second. Feel free. Retire me. But yeah, man, that's really why I really started going over there because, you know, you get tired of that, what you call it? You get tired of the buffoonery. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wanna help people. I wanna be good to people. I wanna love people. I wanna laugh and I wanna have a good time. I don't wanna be fucking sitting there getting a headache because another drunk buffoon is beefing and they fucking arguing about whose crack pipe is better and all this goofy shit. Like I'm not for that. And like I said, not that I'm better than anybody either. Because I'm not better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate anybody. You dig? There's very few people that I wouldn't feed in this world or, you know, I wouldn't, you know, I would violate like that. Feel me? No doubt, Pepito. Right? I want to give a shout out to Jose Rodriguez from 1542 Gates Avenue. Thanks a lot. Thanks for retiring me. Yo, what up, Garrett? And like I said, when I get the computer over here. Now, I'm not a judgmental person. You know, when I get the computer over here, I start doing panels and then people come on up and we could, you know, just give it up on some real, you know, respectful shit. You know, it's about respect over here. You know, it's about love and positivity. And, you know, I know a lot of times I'll be in chats, right? And I know I'll be, you know, sometimes I get a little crazy, you know, but that's what happens when you put yourself around stupidity. You could get sucked into it sometimes. Feel me? And, you know, I wanted to stop that a little bit, you know, because like sometimes I'll say shit and I'll be like, damn, why I call that lady a prostitute or why I said this or why, you know what I'm saying? So, you know. Yeah, you already know, Garrett. Or like I said, all I ask is people don't block nobody. You dig? You don't got to block nobody here. If somebody's acting up, I'll get them up out of here. You know? And we used to have fun. We used to like play Hangman and play Jeopardy. And you know, we used to be having fun on my channel. I got a lot of great times over here, B. I met up with people. We took food to Philly, to Kensington, where all the you know, the homeless people are, the dolphins and shit. We took food. We took 70 pizza pies, medical supplies, food, clothes, water. Feel me? Like, I like doing shit like that. we bought like 70, 80 burgers and gave it out in Myrtle and Broadway and fed all the people, bought cases of water. Like, that's what I like to do. I like to help people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't I'm not a greedy person. Like, I like to share, and we got to set an example. We got to show these children, what life is about. What the right way to live. You heard? And God is great. God is great. I love him. I'm always thanking him. That's why we met. FBI J1 Julito TPP. My bad. I'm just reading the comments real quick. Oh, you crashed by Myrtle and Broadway. Yo, tell them your money. Let them know like that shit is off the mix, off the hook over there. Is mixy over there. You heard? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of homelessness. There's a lot of addiction. It ain't as severe as Kensington, but the that's because in New York you can't do that. It's too much police. But it's bad over there. The homelessness is out of control over there. Oh, shout out to Bushwick and Cornelia. I used to live on Jefferson and Cornelia. I'm Bushwick and Jefferson. Feel me? God is great, man. You dig what I'm saying? You got to be thankful for every second on this earth. And Bushwick and Cornelia used to be a wild, big weed block too. That they used to have a weed spot right on the corner, right before Bushwick. It was in the basement. You used to put your money in the door, and then all up the rest of the block, dudes used to be standing out there selling weed, trying to cut their throat. For real. Yeah, that corner's like another world. You feel me? I got the video still up there of when I went to Broadway and Myrtle. We went over there. We bought 70 burgers for the homeless people. Not just the homeless people, anybody. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You think 70 burgers? You gotta work to get them shits out. You know what I'm saying? You got some people that might say, "Nah, I don't want none." And then we had cases of water. We gave out most of it. I went home with like a half a case for myself. Feel me? And that's what it is, B. That's the type of time I'm on. You heard? God is great. I love God, man. Whenever I say a prayer, I always tell God, I love you. Thank you, Father. Thank you. I love you so much. You feel me? Because, people, I think people make a big mistake when it comes to God. People think that, God is the reason for everything. And, I'm not going to blame God for, they do a lot of blaming. And I'm not going to blame God for the problems we have because we did this to ourselves. God gave us paradise. God gave us clean water. God gave us food to eat and fruits and paradise. Feel me? He gave us the tools we need to live great. And we done fucked everything up. Not us per se, but a lot of the people that are in power really have dropped the ball. Feel me? I don't fuck with the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get hung up on this president. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Straight up. I think Obama has some type of ethics to himself. Out of all the presidents I've seen, I think Obama was the best one that I've seen. Obama, Jimmy Carter, Kennedy. Those are the best ones I've seen. But as far as government and all that shit, I don't get hung up on that. I'm for the people. We supposed to be the government. We are the government, not the fucking government. There's billions of us. There's only a fucking handful of them. But they hold the resources, they hold the power, they hold the wealth, they hold the gold and the metal and the weapons and that's why they're in control. That's right, Julito. We on YouTube because God brought us here. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. God is great, man. can never get enough God in your life. Oh, you buy Woodhull? Shout to Woodhull, man. And I don't have a religion either. Like I don't. And shout to all people who, if you have a religion, if you Christian, if you Catholic, if you Muslim, whatever you may be, I honor and respect all religions. I read the Quran. Feel me? I didn't finish like the last couple of pages, but I read almost the whole thing. I read parts of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to have an understanding of things. The Bible is a great book. So is the Quran. Yeah, the Quran. The Quran is very similar to the Bible. It's really the people get it misconstrued, man. Islam is a really peaceful religion. You got to understand the same thing that happened with Jesus happened with Islam, meaning they started having different types of Islam. They started having different types of Christianity and Catholicism, and you know, a lot of beliefs come into play. So it's hard for people to get all on the same page. But the basis of all these religions is peace and love and helping orphans and feeding people and distributing wealth correctly and being honorable to your family and your woman and your, like, that type of stuff. Shout to Fat Alberts. Taco Bell by what? You know something though, Garrett? Reagan is a fucking racist piece of shit too. I don't know if you've ever listened to those tapes where he got with Nixon, and they were calling black people niggers and calling them monkeys and saying they don't wear shoes. And, you know, so don't, this is the reason why I don't fuck with a lot of these politicians, because they be one way on camera. And I don't expect, listen, I understand when you get behind closed doors, you're going to not be the same as you would in front of a camera. But I respect truth. Feel me? I respect truth. And, you know, we don't need people like that in power. Yo, Garrett, right? Myrtle has the best McDonald's. That's a fact. I love that. The one by you talking about the one on Broadway or the one on because there's one on Broadway and what's that right there? Graham. I don't know. It's one of them blocks where there's only one block of it. It's right there by Graham and Broadway, right by Flushing. I love that one. That McDonald's. So, but anyway, as far as that one world order stuff, see, I could talk about this shit on my channel because I'm not monetized. But a lot of other channels, they can't because, or they're gonna have to be real careful what they say. That's why I don't care about money, because I want to be able to say what the fuck I want to say, right? They have always been trying to incorporate a one world government, right? That didn't start last week. That's if you read, right? You know, I read Behold the Pale Horse about fucking a million times. I read it physically 3 times and I listened to the audiobook about fucking 5 or 6 times, right? I read a lot of stuff about one world government, the Illuminati, and they've always been trying to institute that. It starts with Adam Weishaupt and him conspiring with the Rothschilds, Mayer the Rothschild in particularly, and they came together and they were trying to unify take control, take all the power. And they were the Rothschilds since Lord knows how long, since the 1600s. Right? They've been funding wars, making money on both sides of the war. I mean, they make money from no matter who wins, and they make money from both sides that are fighting. Right? I read a lot about that shit, about the Hegelian dialectic and all that shit. So it hasn't just started now. You feel me? This didn't start now. This has been they've been trying to do that forever. But it's the one thing that it makes it impossible is the amount of people in the planet. There's so many people, you can't govern them all, you can't control them all. But you look what happened with the European Union. They try to do it. It failed miserably. People don't want to be fucking do what this other country's doing and have to conform to this way of living, especially people that have been living by certain codes and regulations for centuries. So for them to really do what they want to do, they will have to depopulate. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Thoughts on Masons? The Yale University has mysteries. Yeah. Well, the Masons, look, as far as the Masons are concerned, right? It's a lot of mistruths out there, right? Every Mason isn't a devil. Every Mason isn't trying to fucking get you to worship Satan, or you know how many people are Masons that you fucking deal with on a daily basis. Shaq is a Mason. A lot of these Hollywood fucking actors and people are Masons. It's just it's a brotherhood. It's about power. It's about power. It's about getting into an organization where you can really, really get ahead in the world. But that don't mean Shaq is a fucking Satanist and he's worshiping the devil, or it's just in anything else. In the Masons, there's good and bad. Give him a chance, it's JD Vance. Everybody knows about that skull and bone shit, and that's just, it's about power. It's about power. You go to a certain school, you join a certain sorority, you get accepted into a certain secret society, and you become Secretary of State, you become president, you become a big lawyer in a law firm. Like, that's the way it is. You know how many people are on the Council for Foreign Relations? Barbara Walters was on the CFR. Like, I know about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm well versed on that shit. Like I said, I read books and I've watched a lot of documentaries, and you feel me? Yeah, a lot of these judges are Masons, and like I said, it's about power. If you catch a case and you're a Mason and the judge is a Mason, you're gonna beat the case. I don't agree with it though. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling y'all the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? There's Masonic lodges where those people that are in that Masonic lodge, they don't got nothing to do with the government. They're low-level Masons that go to the lodge and drink and you know what I'm saying? And you got to remember too, a Mason in its right context is a person who is good with his hands and builds and shit like that. Feel me? It was great seeing you too, Brielle. You're the best. You dig what I'm saying? Like, what you call it? Yo, Pepito, good looking out, bro. I love you. So, but anyway, like I said, the Masons are they're powerful. It's about power at the end of the day. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're a Mason and you want to become a senator and the Congress is filled with other Masons, you're going to achieve that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Everybody wants to be loved. Everybody wants power. It's about what do you do with the power that you're granted? You know what I'm saying? If you're yeah, they have. Yeah, they're about. The real Mason is a builder. Is skilled with his hands and tools and shit. And it goes back. That Masons go back to fucking biblical days, right? Listen, there's so much that goes on with that shit. Like, if you're gonna get into it, like you're gonna have to start talking about what's those people that they used to guard the kings and the popes while they were, what are they called, bro? Joan of Arc was one of them. Oh man, what are they called, bro? The Knights, the Templar Knights. They were the first ones to really utilize a banking system in modern times. Meaning, since they started counting the years. A lot of kings and a lot of popes and noblemen ended up owing them money. So what they did was they tried to kill them and throw them in jail. And they did. And when that happened, they started going into hiding and they started infiltrating the Masonic lodges. And that's the same thing that happened with Adam Weishaupt. When Adam Weishaupt was conspiring with the Rothschilds, they found out about it. They sent a message by horse. We talking about before cars. We talking about the 1700s. He sent a message by horse. The guy on the horse got struck by fucking lightning. The Bavarian king's men found the body and found the messages and took it to the Bavarian king, and they started rounding up all the Illuminati dudes. And they started to go into hiding. And that's how they infiltrated the Masonic shit. And, but like I said, I'm not just going to, yo, what up, Nick? The Templars, right? I'm not just going to spread lies. I'm going to spread truth, because like I said, not every Mason is a bad person. Shaq don't look like he's a bad person to me. He's fucking rich. The fucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really, it's like the same way where, I see a lot of people saying, oh, what's the governor we got in New York? Mandani. They say, oh, he's a communist. I don't mean, no fucking communist. How stupid, how stupid you sound saying that stupid shit like that. Communist is fucking Russia, China. That man is a good dude. He did a lot of good for New York. But when people get brainwashed and they start hating someone without knowing what they really are about, lies get spread. That man did a lot for New York already. He helped the daycare, the child care system. He did a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope he does get the public bathrooms and all. We need stuff like that in New York. And for the people that be saying, oh, New York is the safest it's ever been. 2,500 people got killed in New York in 1991. Last year, like maybe 400 people died. So it's as safe as it's ever been. Do you want it to be safer? Yeah. But we don't need no more fucking cops, man. We got fucking cops up the wazoo. You dig what I'm saying? We got cops up the fucking wazoo. The fuck do we need more cops for? And on that, I'm gonna end it on that because I gotta go take care of some things. I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming and spending time with me. I'm gonna be back on YouTube a lot. God is great. Treat your fellow man with love and kindness, and help these children, and let's make the world a better place. All right, salute, Big Bushwick.